How's everybody doing? My name is Melvin Robinson Jr. I'm with Liberty Mutual Insurance. We operate as insurance brokers to where we have multiple different carriers that we can help customers out with when it comes to your insurance needs. What I would like to do is go over a very brief video in regards to your auto insurance liability limits and how that ties into your uninsured motorist limits as well. So what we have here is the state minimums currently for 2019 in the state of Delaware. And this says 25, 50, and 10. What this means is that you have $25,000 per person, $50,000 per accident, and $10,000 to cover any property. To break this down further, I'm gonna use the example of, let's say, if you're driving and you were to hit a 2019 Chevy Malibu. 2019 Chevy Malibus right now, MSRP are anywhere from $22,000 to $31,000, is depending on features and all the other good stuff. Let's say there's 3 people inside of that car. Let's say for the first person that you hit, it's going to cost them $10,000 in like their medical expenses. That's under your 25, so you're okay there. Second person in the car also cost them $10,000. It's under the 25, you're okay there. Third person that's in the car gets banged up a little bit more. To repair them, it's going to cost $40,000. Now your policy only covers $25,000 per person. So that means you have an extra $15,000 there, to which you as the driver, you are responsible because your insurance won't cover that. The majority of the people will go to argue because of the 10, 10, and 40 that they have 50, and they think that that's only 60, so it should only be a $10,000 difference, but your policy only covers $25,000 per person. That's why it's going to be the $15,000 difference for that one person. Now, let's say if you hit the 2019 Malibu and if it costs $15,000 to repair that car. This is very easy to hit. If you think about it, if you just get into a little small fender bender in the back, the average bumper claim is going to be anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000. So if you actually push in the trunk, if you actually cause enough damage that you hurt 3 people, to hit $15,000 in just property damage is very easy to hit. And your policy only covers you for $10,000. So now you owe the $5,000 here plus the $15,000 over here. So you as the driver, you're already out $20,000. So that's why these numbers, it is definitely not recommended to have the state minimum. Now, if this is all you can afford to begin, I understand. You can start with that and then move up from there. But if you can raise these numbers, I highly recommend a person that has 100, 300, 100 for like multiple reasons. You have to cause some pretty good damage to have someone have 100,000 on the medical expenses, or the likelihood of you hitting something that's going to cost over 100,000 to fix is going to be very, very low. Now, also with that, the thing that you want to think about is your uninsured motorist numbers. So if you carry the state minimum for your own personal coverage, you can only carry these same numbers for your uninsured motorist. Now, what that means is the average person driving isn't worried about them hitting somebody, they're worried about somebody hitting them. Now, let's say if somebody was to really hit you, and if you were unfortunately involved in that big accident to where your medical expenses do come to $100,000 to get you back to how you are. If the person that hit you only had $25,000, and you only have $25,000, that's $50,000 there total, to which you're still out $50,000 to get yourself back, to where now you're going through your own personal health insurance, and you got your deductibles, you got co-pays. It's a huge headache, to where if you up these numbers, then if somebody was to hit you, even if they only carry the state minimums, because you have the proper coverage, you can now file under uninsured motorist and get yourself back to how you would need to be. Just something to think about. Feel free to reach out to us. My contact information will be underneath this video. Thank you.